He's the Texans' defensive end, J.J. Watt, joining us. Good to see him again. He joins us on behalf of Papa John's, the official pizza sponsor of the NFL and Super Bowl 51. Cleared to play, ready to go, but you couldn't play today if you were in the Super Bowl, could you?
Well, I was on IR, so I can't come off IR.
Oh, you couldn't. But let's say you, hypothetically, Super Bowl, Texans were in it.
I mean, I imagine I would. It's the biggest game in the world. I'd find a way, yeah.
Do you think you'll change your style of play with all of the surgeries you've had?
I think it's more changing the style of training. I think it's a lot more. Football's a game on the field. You can't control what happens. You know, you're playing, you're flying around. You're going to get hit different ways. You don't know how that's going to go. But what I can control is my training. So you control what you do. You control the situations you put yourself in training, and you make sure that you're smart in that aspect. And then you minimize the risk. And obviously on the field, what happens, happens. But as long as you build yourself up to be as strong as possible, then you're going to minimize the risk.
Have you overtrained?
No, I have not.
In previous years, you have not?
No. I mean, I'm sure that I've done training that there's a point of minimal return, you know. I mean, I'm sure I've done workouts that didn't get me anything because I was doing so many in a week. But no, they're definitely not overtrained.
What do you care about this week with the Super Bowl? Is there anything that you're curious about? And I know it's here in your in your town.
Yeah, I think that's the biggest thing for me is it being here in Houston and being able to see the city kind of show off its culture, show off, you know, the great restaurants we have, the people that we have here. It's interesting to see how it all works, you know, having it be in your own city, and for me, being able to sleep in my own bed as opposed to having to go somewhere else. But I will say, you know, going into the stadium to work out every day and seeing somebody else's face on your stadium is not fun. That's definitely motivation.
It's a weird year for you.
Very weird year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you get down on yourself, depressed?
I wish I could have this super positive answer. No, I was unbelievable the whole time. I was super strong. I had, but there were definitely some down times. There's some times that you really start to just look at things in general. You go through 3 surgeries in 1 year. It's tough. But you start to realize what's really important. You know, who's really important and what really truly matters to you. And when the thing that you love is taken away from you, when the thing that you work so hard your whole life for is taken away from you, you really realize how special and how important it is. And I'm obviously grateful to have an opportunity to play again. And I think there's just a rejuvenated energy because of that.
But you see this story with Pat McAfee at age 29 announcing he's retiring, and he's a punter.
Right.
Now, you've had all these surgeries.
Right.
You've been decorated. Could you see a point where you just surprise people and you walk away? Not, I'm going to hang on. I'm just going to go, I wake up one day and that's it. I'm going to tell people, I've done enough in the next 4 years, let's say.
I could definitely see how that point could come about. There's no doubt. And I'm not saying that that's going to come for me, but I can see how it could come about for certain guys. And I think that, honestly, that's one area where the injuries this last season, having to miss most of the season, kind of makes you recalibrate things. Because when things go well for so long and you stay healthy for so long and you're very fortunate to play well, it kind of gets into this almost, not monotonous, but it's just like, okay, this is how it's going to go. This is how it's going to go. And when something shakes it up, like the injury, and you miss a whole year, it really makes you realize how special it was. And not that you didn't know it was special before, but when it's taken away from you, you really, truly realize how fortunate you are to wake up and play football for a living. I mean, we play a game for a living. It's the coolest thing in the world. So I don't know if there will be a surprise any day, but...
you know what you want to do after football?
I mean, it's going to go one of 2 ways, in my opinion. I think at the end of the day, someday I'm definitely going to end up coaching high school football. Just being a regular husband and a dad somewhere coaching high school football, because my high school coach had a big impact on me, and I feel like that's an area where you can really help mold young minds and put kids in a good position for success. But I think there's also the possibility of doing things like movies sometime down the road. I think that's a possibility as well, but we'll see. It just kind of depends on where life takes me.
But do you look at Michael Strahan, or do you look at The Rock as somebody, inspiration, where you can go, I can go, 2 different ways here?
Well, I think they both do incredible at what they're doing. I think Michael Strahan does an unbelievable job with all. I mean, the thing I would say about both those guys is they work insanely hard. You know, Michael Strahan's going from one show to the next show to the next show. He's flying cross country. The Rock is doing movie to movie. He's doing all these different things. So I would say that it all comes down to what you want to do. I would say I would lean more towards the movie side than the...
You want to be a superhero?
Sure, why not? Who doesn't, you know? I mean, yeah, why not, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
As long as you're the good
cool.
guy, you'd be the good guy, right?
No, you don't have to be. Why? Yeah, you can be the bad guy.
You'd like to be the bad guy.
I don't say I'd like to be, but I wouldn't have a problem with it.
Can you play the role of the bad guy?
Oh, absolutely.
Really?
Yeah. Absolutely. Why not?
You strike me as a polite bad guy, though.
Probably.
You know?
Yeah. I mean, you saw the speech last year. Yeah, you know, yeah.
Like, before I kick your ass, let me comb my hair. Let me brush my teeth. Let me tell my mom I love her.
I'd apologize.
Yeah,
I'm sorry. I'm going to serve you this kryptonite now, sir. I'm sorry.
Excuse me, I'm going to have to kill you.
Yeah. Would you like something to wash it down with? Yeah.
J.J. Watt joining us. How many questions are you getting this week about Brock Osweiler?
First one. Haven't got one.
Really?
Yeah.
Is it because you haven't been available to have anybody ask you?
No, I've been available. I had a full media session yesterday.
Nobody asked about the quarterbacking situation there?
No.
Why?
I don't know.
Is there a question? Do you think there's a question at the quarterbacking position?
What's your question?
Is Brock Osweiler the future of this team?
Oh, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know the answer.
But as a teammate, and I know it's an awkward situation here, but you know, you're looking at this. You got your owner even talking about maybe we'll look in the draft for a quarterback.
What did he say?
What did he?
He's the one that signs the checks, not me.
Yeah. But, you know, it's got to be frustrating for a great defense that the offense is not holding up its end of the bargain.
I mean, all we can do as a defense is go out there and stop them from putting points in the end zone. I mean, as a defensive player, it's obviously not terribly realistic, but your mindset has to be, if you give us 3 points, we're going to win the game, you know? So we have to have that mentality. And I think with the way our defense played this year, they were phenomenal. It was a lot of fun to watch them play and fly around. And for me to be able to watch that and know that there's certain points where I can come out there and even enhance that and make it even more fun to play on that defense, it's going to be, I can't wait to get back out there with the guys. They did such a good job.
Yeah, but the problem is the offense did give you only 3 points a couple times this year. See, that's the part of the problem.
We're working on that. We're working on that.
Well, you're going to go back to playing offense?
No. I didn't. The quarterback didn't go out too well for me. You know? It didn't go,
Are you retiring from offense? Would you like to announce your retirement?
No.
Okay.
No, I wouldn't say that.
Right.
I mean, I don't know. That's not my decision. That's the head coach's decision. But I enjoy it. I think the tight end obviously worked out better than the Wildcat quarterback for me.
Yeah, that wasn't good.
Yeah, but no, I have fun with it, and I think it's actually valuable. I mean, you get a guy with that size, and yeah, I mean, obviously Gronk has been extremely successful at it, and I would say I'm nowhere near that. But I mean, being able to toss the ball up to somebody with big size in the end zone is a helpful thing.
How was the offseason? Paulie had sad face when he showed me a picture with you with a girlfriend. It was a girl/friend, or is it girlfriend?
JJ, I was just showing the picture of the beach and the sunset. I don't know what was in the foreground.
No, she's great. She's great.
Is this official?
We've been together for a while now. Yeah. It was her birthday on Tuesday, so just wanted to wish her a happy birthday. And kind of, I mean, it's in today's day and age, it's kind of one of those, like, I guess, formalities that it's just you put it out there. But she's awesome. I mean, she's a sense of, you know, I get so much pride when I watch her play, and you get motivated, and it's a lot of fun to watch her play with the national team, to watch her play with the Dash.
Who's a better athlete?
That's a household debate there. On that trip this weekend, we did these little, she's very similar to me in that way that we compete all the time. So whether it's, you know, little things like ping pong or finding a way to create a little soccer game in the room, we're always competing. So it's she's much better at me than at endurance, and so she can run for days. We have yet to race. She claims she's faster than me. Which I'm not 100% sure on that. And I've made some very big claims about my abilities to stop a penalty kick, which I think I spoke out of turn on those. So we're going to find that out here in probably a couple months.
Are you going to film that?
No, absolutely not.
Oh, no, that'd be great.
No. I just want 1 out of 10. Because, I mean, that's a fairly good – what do you think a good ratio is for a Premier League goalie stopping penalties?
If you stopped 2 out of 10, that's good.
Well, I don't know if I can do 2, Paulie.
The over-under is 1.5. We're setting it.
I feel like I could do that. I feel like I could do.
What do you run the 40 in?
I think at the combine I was like a 4.78. You don't really time a 40 after that day the rest of your life.
Yeah. But
what do you run the 40 in?
Let's see, at the combine or
today?
Oh, today. You know, I like to be in around the 10s. You know, I like to take my time. Like, why get there? Then it's over.
Absolutely.
Like, I like to take my time. And
absolutely.
It's like a photo op. It looks like I'm running in slow motion. And I am.
Yeah, great form though.
Yes,
Phenomenal
absolutely.
form. Yeah.
Yes, it's like that movie Chariots of Fire when they're running on the beach in slow motion.
Exactly. Play the music.
But I'm running in
Cue the
real.
music,
I'm
yeah.
running in real speed. Your brother is getting some the J.J. Watt cliches here leading up to the draft.
TJ?
High motor.
Of course. Yeah, high motor.
Yeah.
You know, student of the game. Yeah.
Yeah.
First in, last out. You know.
Paulie, do you have the comparisons with J.J. and his brother TJ?
Actually, no, they didn't compare him to you. First comparison, I saw Ryan Kerrigan.
Oh,
For your brother.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
How about
Go
that?
figure.
Huh? Yeah.
High- white guy, high motor.
It's unbelievable. I mean,
Well,
it's absurd. Can't
wait,
be
are
a good
you-
athlete? Is he not a good athlete?
I don't know.
He's limited athletically? Is that the term? Yeah. No.
No, deceptively
No,
athletic.
the thing about him is the kid. He is very athletic. He is fun to watch. But he does all those things. Are true. He has an unbelievably high motor. He is very similar to me. But he's a lot of fun to watch. The thing I liked watching about him last year was just the energy that he plays with. He's so much fun. I mean,
Who
I
was better
pissed
at
when he
that
got a
same age?
pick six.
Same age.
Oh, he's much better than me at that age.
Really?
Yeah, much better. He's much more refined. He's got better instincts than I had at that age. He had more sacks. I mean, I think my last year at Wisconsin I had 7.5, and this year he had 11.5. I mean, he's a very, very good player. He's smart. He's only been at the position for 2 years, a year and a half now. But he's very, very good.
What if the Texans have the opportunity to draft him?
No, absolutely.
Yeah.
I'd love it. It'd be the best rookie hazing of all time.
No, we don't haze anymore.
Yeah, no, yeah.
Right?
Sure. It'd be the best rookie poking fun of all time.
What did they do to you? What was your hazing?
I went very proactive. So the first day you come in, I said, what do you guys want? Just get them any snacks they want, any food they want, anything they want. You try and pay for the dinner right out of the gate. You try and went very, very proactive, and it was very effective. I'm trying to think. There really wasn't carry shoulder pads, carry helmets, stuff like that.
Biggest dinner tab you had to pick up?
The rookie year wasn't too bad. My rookie dinner tab was like, I think it was $4 or $5 grand, which is, I mean, obviously a lot of money, but compared to some of the rookie tabs you see, it wasn't. I saw like the $55,000 ones coming out, and I was starting to check out if I needed to take a mortgage out, you know?
Yeah. You're making the tour here with Papa John's.
Yeah, it's Papa John's. Obviously, pizza's been a background in my life for a long time and family. So Papa John's is all about the pizza family, and it's all about the people behind the pizza and making the pizza. So they're supporting PapaJohnsPizzaFamily.com right now, the official provider of Super Bowl Sunday, and obviously Sunday being the biggest pizza day of the year. It's a great time to get some Papa John's, you know?
It's good to see you, man.
It's great to see you, man.
Glad you got cleared. You're
I appreciate it.
healthy enough. And
I never got to see any. Every time I come on the show, there's some sort of antics. Like one year I got to dunk a basketball. One year I got to hit him with a pie. One year I got to tackle Paulie. I'd like somebody to tackle Paulie today. I can't do it, but I'd like somebody to. I just want to see somebody get hurt. That's kind of what I want to see.
Yeah, Fritzy.
Michael Bennett would be a great person to do that in the third hour and put Paulie down.
Oh,
I bet he would love that.
Michael Bennett?
Yeah.
He's a bad dude.
He would love that.
Yeah? You think he might do it just to do it?
He might do it before somebody asks him to do it.
That's what I was wondering.
Yeah.
He doesn't seem like a friend. He seem like he'd really do it.
Oh yeah, no, you may be getting 2 surgeries in one day.
By the way, Fritzy was telling you about his surgeries.
Yes.
Now, you said he had double hernia surgery. He had 2 surgeries.
Yeah.
And your response, having had surgeries, did Fritzy have 2 surgeries officially?
If he's talking to the cheerleaders, he had 2.
Yes,
if
he
he's
did.
talking to us, he had 1.
Because
if
your
you go
logic
if you go under anesthesia once, and they do 2 things during that session, that's 1 surgery.
Most surgeries you had in one day was what? Procedures.
Most procedures I had in one day. My groin, I had 5 things. 5.
Eat that, Fritzy.
5.
That's a lot.
Now, was that one surgery?
It was 1 surgery.
5 procedures.
Yeah, 1 surgery, 5 procedures. So there's 6 incisions. So there's two in my left adductor. There's 1 on each side of my core, and then there's 2 for a little tube they put in.
Holy smokes.
Yeah, it was
Dan, I got photos. I'll show you guys later. It's a mess.
You guys want to see?
Total mess.
Let's make this.
Don't send that to my.
No, but JJ, that game Operation, Paulie plays with you.
Yeah,
You're the guy where, and it shows all the surgeries, and like, oh, JJ had this taken out. This had this taken out.
No, he actually has the stuff they took out of my body. The jars.
I'm not putting it on eBay.
It's unbelievable. Yeah.
Anything that website you need to put?
Papa John's Pizzafamily.com, and just order Papa John's on Sunday. He'll make for a great game.
You're not getting engaged anytime soon, are you?
My little brother just got engaged. My middle brother, Derek, he just got engaged, so
You
congratulations.
just deflected
to
is
him.
what you did right there. Yeah, well done.
Yeah, thank you.
You just deflected there.
That's class. That's grade A, deflecting.
Is that what that was?
Absolutely.
But then I come right back, as you would. Brady throws a touchdown, but then you come right back and go right after Brady.
Guy, we just got an Instagram photo on Tuesday.
I know. Okay.
What light speed are you moving
but
at
isn't
here?
isn't
Holy
that how long
cow.
you've been going out with her?
We've been going out for probably 8 or 9 months. We've been going out for a while.
All right.
Yeah,
That's
I don't know.
enough.
What's the proper time period? How long were you? How long would you say you have to date before you get married?
I knew I was going to marry her when I met her.
Okay.
So it took a little while before I got around. 8 months. 8 months.
Is she here? Like, am I?
Come on out.
This is unbelievable. Yeah, exactly. What show did this just turn into? Yeah. Oh, man.
So I guess you're not doing The Bachelor.
No.
No.
Why would I do that?
Exactly.
Why would I do that?
Right.
It's a great show, sure.
Yeah, sure it is.
I mean, yeah, great.
It's
That's real love.
Papa John's, the official pizza sponsor of the NFL and Super Bowl 51. He's J.J. Watt. Always great to see you, man.
I'm
Thanks
very
for
red.
joining.
Thank you.
Bye, buddy. Bye.
Appreciate it.
The Dan Patrick Show, weekday mornings on Audience.